We want to thank our amazing sponsor, the rope drop queen herself, Michelle McKnight. She is a destination specialist with touring plans and can help you plan an amazing vacation. Whether it's Disney, Universal, a cruise, or an all-inclusive, she can help you with booking, planning, and strategizing to help you have an incredible experience at a great rate. Contact her today at michelle@touringplans.com. Now, on to the show.
Helping you navigate the Disney parks.
With the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
You're listening to Rope Drop Radio.
Welcome to a bonus episode of Rope Drop Radio. Derek and Doug here with the Rope Drop queen herself, Michelle McKnight. Last week we talked all about their Disney dream sailing. The one thing we didn't talk about, though, was your family mini vacation at Walt Disney World because we didn't have enough time on that show. So here we are diving into a quick bonus episode of what your time was at the most magical place on Earth.
Yeah, it was a day and a half, really.
Hey, that used to be my Disney vacations, Doug. Come on now.
Glad we've changed your idea.
Hey, yeah. When you only had so many vacation days a year, you got to do them how you do them.
We were in our car and driving away from MCO before our flight was scheduled to land. I don't think you get to say that very often. So that was great. Staying at the Contemporary, shot right over there, ate some lunch. Our room was ready for a change. We got Sassman luck on that.
Yay!
I almost dropped my phone because I was so excited. We haven't had a room ready in forever. Before 4.
Yeah.
Mine was at 9 a.m., so I don't know. You guys, welcome to the club.
We also were confident we were the first people to stay in that room.
I'm 100% confident.
Yeah. This was some...
We had a Bay Lake view this time, not theme park view and not club level.
No. So it was great.
It was the same room.
I think the kids liked the Incredibles makeover.
Yeah.
I think they did. That's the Contemporary. You can walk places. Anyway, what'd
you guys do?
Yeah, what did we do the first day? We went to Magic Kingdom.
Walked over there.
Oh, you were making lightning lanes from the airport before we even took off.
At 7 a.m. We all participated.
Making lightning lanes.
You participated,
signals.
I participated, Sam participated.
3 phones at once. So that's the big tip right now is...
Train your kids, train your spouses. You can't do everything.
A monkey might be able to do it.
You cannot do it all.
Doug.
It's team effort. So what did you tell us to do? I had the simplest task, that's for sure.
Doug did 7 dwarfs.
And you told me what time to pick.
Yeah, because I knew, I wanted to make sure we were there because, like I said, you can't cancel it and get your money back. So I told him to pick around 2 or 3 because I knew we'd be there by then. Mm-hmm. Sam did Space Mountain. I also may have told her that exact same time to book. Uh-huh. And then I booked Jungle Cruise for that exact same time.
It's the hardest to get regular lightning lane in the Magic Kingdom now.
Yep, that's where we went with our first one because that thing's crazy.
Yeah, it worked to our advantage that we didn't want it until 2 or 3, so I had to be patient until it got pushed out that
Yeah, you
far.
waited a few minutes.
That one you can cancel and rebook, but...
So we did that while we're waiting to get on our airplane.
So we had 3 things from 2 to 3.
All at the same hour.
Then I don't recommend that.
When you got to book your next one, basically when we landed, you booked another lightning lane.
Yeah, because at 11 you could book
You booked Splash Mountain for 15 minutes before all 3 of those.
Yeah, so we had 4 overlapping. It was almost work. Almost too much work.
We got them all done, though.
We did.
Didn't we have one other?
I think we picked up something. Yeah. What did I pick up?
I can't even remember at this point, but we did all those. Then we made it over to Ohana for dinner. Let's talk.
Yeah, okay.
Let's talk about Ohana, Derek.
How I can't get an ADR for Ohana. Got it. You guys did. Good job.
If you've never eaten at Ohana before, you will love it. If you've eaten at Ohana and it's your favorite meal, they have scarred your memories.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll ever come back exactly how it was.
We got some things back. You got the peel and eat shrimp.
You got the noodles back. Come on now.
The noodles. If they didn't have the noodles,
I got that in July.
Horrible.
We had noodles in
they
July.
brought that
I know,
back
but that was
yeah.
But still, they
People
tried
complain.
They tried to get rid of
our
noodles.
rid of the shrimp casserole since
was
July.
A good move.
That was good.
But the bread
bread
might be the worst bread I've ever eaten in my life. And Michelle tells me this. She's like, don't eat it. And I notice my kids who love bread and butter are not eating the bread. Like they took a nibble.
This is after we told them that we had a mango allergy at the table.
And half the bread has mango in it, and they still brought it to the table.
And they're like, you guys can't eat this one. I was like, get it off the table.
It's on the same plate.
Because first of all, we don't want it anyway. So
the bread is
leave.
horrible.
So don't waste your...
I don't know.
So they tried to
they
kill
did.
you at Ohana. Got it.
They tried to kill me, and then I ate some of the horrible bread, wasted calories on it.
Not the mango bread.
Not the mango bread, but wasted calories on it because I was gonna try.
You gotta
everything.
try for the podcast. It's for the show. It's work. Write this dinner off.
The butter is amazing. Best butter on property. The bread is the worst bread. They could have they could have gone to Kroger's or Publix or whatever is there, gotten the cheapest white bread there is, and this white sandwich bread. Just set that on the table, let me butter that and eat it, and it'd been better.
Okay. Wow. Tell me how you really feel, Doug.
Am I wrong?
No, it's awful.
I am not
Do
wrong.
not waste your calories on that.
So that's how it starts.
And the salad...
The noodles are amazing.
The salad isn't back to normal either.
It's just, it's not. It doesn't have as much.
It doesn't
going
have like
on.
the house dressing.
Yeah.
It has a different kind of dressing.
I think they cheaped out on the salad, but the noodles are amazing. The pot stickers are amazing.
The meat's
wings
still good. Wings, beef. Come on.
The wings are great. The beef it's not on skewers, Derek. They bring in like a little dish of it.
It was on a skewer
when they
you
cook
could see
it.
the hole.
Yeah, we were so close to the fire pit. We were hot.
That's the best place to be.
Not when they think it's cold outside and they have the heat on, and it wasn't cold outside. But yeah, they're still cooking on skewers, but they take it off the skewers before they bring it to you. Which, whatever. And you could ask for more of anything. We got a whole nother thing of noodles and pot stickers. The girls ate all the wings. They put a chutney stuff on the chicken.
It was green. It looked like vomit.
It looks like vomit. It's not. It comes
good.
off.
Good. Thanks for clearing that up, Doug. It's not.
not.
I tried. It's not. It's not.
It's not. No, it was fine.
I mean,
the
Stitch
chicken's
is
still
backstage. You never know what he's doing.
I did not eat it, but Doug said it was good, and
was
even
good.
Sam ate some, and Alden and Claire. So
apparently
it was fine.
Claire ate some peel and eat shrimp for the first time ever.
Yep.
Then she ate some more shrimp on the cruise.
Last meal there, she ate steak for the first time. So apparently Ohana is her.
Right? We're going to test stuff.
Yeah.
One thing we didn't mention on the cruise episode earlier this week was the fact that at the last meal at Animator's Palette, all 5 of us ate adult meals.
Like real food.
Oh, wow.
No kids
chicken
meal.
fingers, no mac and cheese.
No,
That's
like
weird.
Truffle what is the truffle?
Black truffle pasta.
Black truffle pasta as appetizers.
The McKnight kids are growing up so fast.
Yeah. Like everybody had courses of adult meals.
Now you have to pay more money.
No,
Yeah,
we're already paying that money.
They better eat
the
food.
But so Ohana, there you go. Let's not dwell on Ohana. After Ohana, we met the Part of Our World podcast for a minute. That was fun to say hello to them. Hello, guys. And then...
And I met one of my clients who's a Rope Drop listener.
But they didn't come talk to me because I was talking to Part of Our World. They were, so you interrupt anytime.
He talked it. Sorry.
Come say hi anytime,
He talked to Claire and I. So,
and of course, Nathan, our kids think it's the weirdest thing on earth when we talk to people.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I think it's nice.
It's great.
And
come say hi if you notice us.
They noticed us. We actually had Ohana at the very exact time, but I didn't know that. So, yeah.
That night, then some of us went back to the room. Some of us went to Epcot. We saw Beacons of Light. The kids were not as impressed by Beacons of Light as I expected. They're like, Dad, it's lights.
Yeah.
Like, they could have done this a decade ago. They're just lights. Like, you're not wrong, but it's still cool. Then we used more lightning lanes.
It's actually called Beacons of Magic.
Oh, Beacons of Magic.
I've been calling it Beacons of Light, I think the last trip.
Maybe it's because it's just lights that are actual beacons.
Claire and I watched the enchantment fireworks from the staircase at Contemporary. She has a bum knee, and so she was icing it, and we just didn't want to go all the way to Epcot. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, we used a lightning lane at Spaceship Earth, which saved us about 20 minutes. For some reason, there was a line. Then we got inside. We found out why there was a line. They were only filling every other vehicle.
That's weird.
Like, there's a line outside, and they're just filling every other vehicle. We're like, Are you social distancing like it was July
Yet they're
2020?
filling the entire
Like-
Jungle Cruise.
And the line wasn't social. It was made no sense. And then we did Soarin' with a lightning lane as well, which saved us a ton of time. Which is where we got to follow some really, really intoxicated people down the whole lightning lane. And one guy was jumping around yelling "Chickow" the whole way and making
Chickow?
Chichiga,
Ka-chow.
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 What? He was drunk.
He was drunk.
might
He may have been
yelling that.
saying whatever you
I
never
might have-
know.
But then he had to tell the cast member when he tapped his band, he's like, "I'm in the lightning lane, ka-chow." So
And then the people he was with,
they were embarrassed by him.
and they told him he couldn't do that anymore.
Once after he tapped, we merged. He no longer could do that, and then he didn't.
He's a
but-
well-behaved puppy.
No, he was wearing
Drunk
the
at
most
Epcot
expensive
never
day
happens.
ever. Wearing the most expensive day ever T-shirt as well.
Oh.
So he was having a good time. That was a sight. And then I wished I would have filmed it, but of course, I did not. Did Soarin', then we went back. The next day we rope dropped at Epcot, and that is not much fun.
Ugh.
They hold you in a mass in the heat in the sun.
And why do we have to rope drop Epcot? Is because we had Space 220 lunch reservations.
And we couldn't just hop.
You can't
to it.
hop there before 2.
Otherwise,
So-
we probably would have rope dropped Animal Kingdom or Hollywood
Absolutely.
Studios and then hopped to lunch.
Absolutely.
But
So
the hopping rule is stupid.
So
Especially if
early
you have
bird-
an ADR for a restaurant like Space
Right?
220.
You should be able to get in
Yeah.
for that.
Come on, Disney, listen
Just
to
make
us.
that exception. But then people will be booking ADRs,
Right.
getting in, and then
There's not
canceling.
enough. There's not enough people that know.
That's true. We're not a large enough.
But if it's,
segment
it's
for probably
Space
to do
220,
that.
if they only do like the new e-ticket restaurant, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So early park early park entry was at 9:30 that morning.
Yeah, I was thinking Epcot. Oh, we get to sleep in 11. No, they opened at 10 because it was a holiday, and then so we had Thanksgiving dinner at Space 220. So it was out of this world.
Oh, wow. Doo-doo.
I don't recommend test track rope drop though.
No,
That was uncomfortable, unpleasant,
and it didn't even open for like 15
So
minutes.
if you're going to Epcot, go ahead and get your lightning lane for test track.
Yeah,
I would rope drop Soarin'. There's more space over there.
yeah.
Glad we rope dropped Soarin' when we went a couple weeks
Oh,
ago.
Frozen people rope dropped
Oh.
with us on
And
that
it wasn't
side,
open
and it wasn't open.
for like a couple hours.
Also, International Gateway. I'm sorry,
You're
but
not
I
getting
don't
anything.
think you're gonna get to test track.
They were getting to test track after our line was at least an hour
So long.
And I kept looking at them like, why are you over here?
When we got out of test track, the line was back to the plaza.
The International
that you can't walk
Gateway
by.
type, not International Gateway, the all the way back to the
Where the Christmas tree is.
Yes, the Christmas
it.
tree area.
Not that area.
Never mind.
Kind of, sort of.
It was by the construction, so it would be the Christmas tree, but like way far away
Long line.
towards the ball.
Insane. Never seen anything like it.
That was
Not social distance either.
crazy. And you have lightning lanes coming through, so
So
that was
Kachiga.
going to be a long time. After test track, we went. We also
The
got a
rat
boarding
ride?
group that morning.
Yeah, we triple teamed the lightning
Oh
lane
yeah,
thing that
so
morning
Alden was our triple person
on that day.
Yeah, so Doug got Rise of the Resistance.
Yeah, I bought Rise of the Resistance.
Alden did the boarding group for Remy and got group
7.
7, and I did Slinky Dog. So all of those things, are gone within seconds or minutes. So we were pretty excited. to
Seconds
get
on
what we wanted.
Thanksgiving.
And we set up our park to hop. Our next park of the day, we set it up in the Genie. Well, I don't feel like you should use the Genie. It's nice to set up the second park of the day because then it's not going to give you anything before 2:00. So, and that's what we needed. We needed Slinky Dog to be at 2 or 3. So it went right to it, and boom, I had it. Same thing with Rise.
And we had Rise and Slinky Dog at the exact same time again. We got over there.
But that was fine.
Did
Those aren't that
those.
far apart.
No, it's easy. You did Slinky first, which is a short ride, and then off to Rise of Resistance, which is much longer.
But that was in the afternoon. We actually did Remy's Ratatouille Adventure.
The kids were
after
like,
test track.
meh.
We don't need to
I
worry
think
about that.
I think the part they enjoy the most about Remy is the end where they invite you to dine with them at the restaurant that they did not build. So, because in France it ends in a restaurant, like, hey, come eat, and you literally can go, and now you cannot in America.
Yeah.
So they made fun of that and the laziness of Imagineers.
Also, while we were on our trip, the crepe place started taking table service reservations. So definitely, if you have a reservation booked at Disney World, if you have an Epcot reservation, try to see if you can find a crepe place. Creperie reservation. We made a snack reservation for us so we could have dessert crepes
in a couple weeks.
Yeah, in a couple weeks when we go for our Christmas trip. But after we did Remy, then we went to the Pixar Short Film Festival.
Not to watch that because I have YouTube.
Okay.
Mickey is meeting again there.
No
Yay!
sign. Zero signs. No, we stood outside for like.
I was like searching. I got up the
I went
app,
and pulled on doors.
looked
like
at some blogs. I was like, I know I'm right.
Back where we recorded an episode a long time ago.
Round the corners, pulling on doors. You know where the Visa used to have a perk where you got to meet characters in the park?
Which they don't have that. It annoys me.
I sent you a picture of the door, didn't I?
You did. Yes, you did.
Because I know that would annoy you. It annoys me.
I asked the cast member at the Pixar place, I was like, is Mickey around here? Well, yeah, he's right over there. Like how was I supposed to know that?
How did you not know that he's around a corner?
He was the shortest Mickey line ever.
Because I can tell you what I'm not going to walk into and accidentally watch is the Pixar Short Film Festival.
Yeah.
But you got to go in there, and he's off to the right. We should have gotten a lightning lane for the Pixar Short Film Festival.
I'm sure Disney Genie told you to do it sometime in the day.
Sure it did. That would be possibly the worst advice.
So Mickey had a photopath photographer. You can't take your mask off at Disney World, though. Hopefully they'll change that soon.
Inside with characters,
with photopaths. But that was nice because Mickey at Town Square, when we met him a couple weeks ago, did not have a photopass person. So.
No, they didn't.
No. So that was exciting. Then we had lunch. And
I think the kids liked lunch. They all ate off the adult menu.
I was prepared for the girls to eat like kids mac and cheese, and they were fully prepared to allow that as well.
They were.
Because we were paying adult prices. They knew that, you weren't going to get kids mac and cheese and pay kids prices. So
yeah, be prepared to pay adult prices if your child is an adult. Don't think because they're going to eat kids' food that you get to pay kids' prices. You're paying the adult.
I'm lingering on this one just a little bit longer.
Yeah. You just call when you make your reservation, your daughter's just 8.
There you go.
Sometimes.
9?
Is 9 an adult or is 9 a child?
9's a kid. 3 to 9 is a kid. 10 and up is adults.
Gotcha. I don't make the reservations.
Obviously. But yeah, they all got adult food. And even the waiter was like, are you sure you're going to eat that? Are you sure you liked that? And they're like, yeah, we liked it.
They actually ate their food.
Yeah. So that was good.
Yeah, they're growing up.
Yeah.
They're growing
fast.
They almost didn't let Doug eat, though, because he has
oh my gosh.
nut allergies.
I'm like, I don't have a nut allergy. How many people came to the table?
4? I don't know. It was a lot.
I don't know what they're going to make me for food, but I'm confident I didn't want it. I'm like, I ate here once already, and I did not die. Like, I don't have a nut allergy.
You know what? Give Disney props. They take care of. If you say allergy, they are taking care of you.
No, I think it went so far the other way. Like, nothing even came with an allergy stick on it.
Oh. They just gave up hope on you?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just like, screw it. We're just, if he dies, he dies.
And I wasn't there for the EpiPen, so.
Right? And by the third person, you're annoyed when they're like, you've told 3 people the same thing already. It's like, oh my gosh, communicate. I can have peanuts.
And his voice gets more obnoxious.
Every person.
I've seen it.
I'm like, please don't come. Like, there should be a signal, like, don't come to the table.
And then it always takes longer to get your food. Yeah, I've eaten with Doug many times, and he eats so slow. So not only does it always take us a long time to get our food because he has some weird allergy, then he has to eat at the ridiculous slow pace. So Michelle, I do feel for you when you're on vacation with him.
But there was one place, Michelle, I was like, I'm not telling him about my allergy. And then you're like, no, you are. And then it saved my life. Blah, blah, blah.
That was Ohana.
Yeah. I didn't. Well, I wouldn't have eaten enough of that bread to kill me.
But how long did you say Space 220 took your family? Like 2 hours?
Yep.
And that's how long it took us with Alex and Monique.
Yeah, it took forever.
2 months ago. But we were done in an hour.
Oh.
In and out.
I was getting annoyed because they brought the kids' food out, and it'd been like an hour, and I'm just like, I need my food, or you're going to have to bring another order of kids' food out.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like with even cruises, they do that.
I
and
hate
I'm
when
like,
they bring the
"Ugh."
kids' food out because then they're like done eating when you get your food.
Yeah.
And then you have to like entertain your children with one hand and eat with another.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't have to entertain my children.
Correct.
I just
Well,
told them
hopefully
sit.
they look out the window at all the spacey things that aren't happening.
All the kids said the same thing, like, why build the screens?
Yeah, no. Okay, yeah, they haven't been. So did they like it? What are thoughts?
I think they liked it, but they were like underwhelmed.
Why does it not go from that screen to that screen to that screen? Why does it have to stay in that screen only?
More happens on the end screens than the rest of them combined.
Yep.
I don't understand why it can't float.
All the way across. Like, they came up and out the end screen. So we were all the way to the left. The last table to the left. It might be one of the best tables in the whole restaurant.
Yep, we're dead center, and I complained the whole time.
Dead center should be the best place to sit.
Yep.
It blows my mind. It will get updated. They will update that. We are going on to, Space 220. I like the food, though.
Okay.
All right. That night, well, we did Hollywood Studios.
A couple of rides.
Nothing
yeah.
really eventful. Went back to the room for a little bit.
Yes.
We didn't go to Animal Kingdom, correct?
No, I really wanted to do Avatar.
I
but
really wanted them to see kite tails. I wanted to hear
when
their
those
opinion
two
on kite
things
tail.
are on the opposite sides of the
I
park.
know.
I was like, nope.
Kite tails is amazing.
Nope.
And then, so that night we had a dessert party. We met Mr. Ryan Wiley on our way in, said hello, and then went to the dessert party. And when we did the dessert party at our last trip, there was a huge line for the food. So I told the kids, be ready, get 2 plates, go right back. I was like, game plan.
The kids were so annoyed with him.
And then the line never grew. Never. And they're like, Dad, you're crazy.
Alden came back with one plate with like
Oh my
4 things
gosh.
on it, and Doug like, you didn't eat it. Like she was so
like we're
angry.
paying too much for you to have one strawberry, son. You have to go eat your weight.
You're a
in
14-year-old boy. It's time
You're
to be a
supposed to be-
man. His growth spurt. He runs 8 miles a day.
He's supposed to be the type of kid that the person in charge of the budget is like, crap, a teenager, right? And he eat the least amount of
He
any of
doesn't
us.
eat that many sweets.
He
He eats more than
doesn't.
he thinks he does. But
He
doesn't
eats
eat that
savory
many
stuff
sweets.
more, and they just don't have it on that buffet.
Right. Yeah. And here comes Claire with her plate. She's like quivering because she's like scared Doug's gonna yell at her.
And I tell her, good job. Way to go.
Baby of the family. Gets
We
all
did
the
not.
praise.
We did not say anything about his allergy this time because we knew
No,
from
we
the
knew
last
it.
thing
There
2
wasn't
weeks ago
anything
that,
other
yeah.
than the juice that half the places will tell me are safe and half of the places tell me don't touch it with a 10-foot pole. So then we watched the fireworks. I think all the kids kind of had the like, well, it's not happily ever after. And why is it called that? Because they do say the word one time.
You are the magic.
No, they say that about 50 times. So they all agreed it should be called You Are the Magic. I don't know. Did they really like it?
No.
They didn't really.
No.
No, it's fireworks. It showed the projections have grown on me a little more. I like it better than I have, but it's not happily ever after.
I still haven't seen it like a clear view of the castle. I don't know when I want
When
to
are
wait.
you ever gonna have that, man?
I want to stand in the hub and I want to stand by the fence, behind the fence, and I will get a clear.
Behind what fence?
So like the hub with Walt and Mickey, and then it has the fence with the topiaries with the golden statues.
Where we
If you-
watched Happily Ever After the first time, Doug.
Okay, got it.
If you're
Yeah.
behind a fence, then no one can be in front of you, and you have
Okay.
a few.
All right,
so-
we'll get
That
the
is exactly
pictures,
where
Derek
we.
and I,
Yeah, we did that.
But I
and
don't
we'll
wanna
start
wait.
watching it at what 4 p.m.
Yeah, I don't. That's the thing I don't want to do. So
It's not good enough for that.
I know.
Go on Super Bowl Sunday. That is now my only.
That's a good tip. Yeah, that's solid. So after fireworks, like I was done. I'm tired. We have a cruise the next day. I get to drive to the port and be all stressed out about testing. And Alden was done because he didn't eat enough at dinner. Our dinner was dessert parties. I don't know. So the girls stayed in the park on their own. That was the first time we've ever left our children in a park on their own, which was different. How'd you handle it?
Well, I have the app Life 360 because Samantha started driving, and so I felt pretty good because I could kind of monitor them. I know that sounds creepy, but you just need a little
We're
bit
all
of.
parents. We get it. Yep.
They made like 4 lightning lanes. They used.
Yeah.
We had one already for all of us.
And then they made a couple more.
Then she made
Oh,
one.
look at her
all the
little
way
rope
for-
dropper like mom and dad. And took care of Claire.
And I told them, you have to get a picture before you leave. So Sam made Claire stand in the hub and take a picture before they left with a photo pass. Yeah.
Nice. Look at her go.
They
Yeah,
even
they
went
did.
shopping. They didn't buy anything because they didn't have any money. But, I mean, Sam has money stashed
But
away.
not
but,
enough to,
yeah.
not shopping money. It's emergency
Yeah.
money, right? And like they did, what? They did Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor. They did
Thunder?
Teacups, Thunder. And
Oh, man, that's crossing the park.
they did
I think they did. Is it Small World maybe?
something else.
I don't know. But
Yeah, they
Yeah.
and went into the.
and at 10:05,
Yeah.
Mom, we're walking back. I'm like, yep, I know. Thanks.
There you go.
Yeah. So that was
And the
how-
phone didn't get wet and die. Like, I don't know, maybe
No.
it happened to me a couple times. There you go.
It might
They
be more
came home
responsible.
with all their things, more responsible than me.
They
sometimes.
didn't lose a phone. They didn't kill a phone.
Didn't lose a match band.
That's actually a good question. When do you let your kids? Because Olivia's been asking that, and I'm like, no, you're 10. You're not. You know, I did let her go on
She-
Dumbo by herself. That was
So-
but I could see her. But there you go.
Disney's answer would be 14 is the minimum, right? So 14 is when you legally with Disney can. So Samantha's 16, looks like she's 12. Claire's 12, looks like she's 16, according to the people in Vibe on the cruise ship. So they did good. That was our first time. Probably won't be our last time, but we were staying at the Contemporary. That also made it
Yeah, they didn't
very
have to take a bus
easy.
back
No
or
bus,
anything. They
no
just
monorail.
walked.
They just walked. They only crossed one street.
And they know the parks inside and out. Like they've been there many times in 2021.
Yeah, it's not like they went from Pop Century to Animal Kingdom
Yeah.
on their own. Animal Kingdom's probably the park they know the least. But yeah, so that was it. That was our
Nice.
Disney World trip. We had some Mickey waffles the next day for breakfast before heading to the port.
All right. Well, sounds like a great trip, and excited that you guys got to do all that with your family of 5, and they're growing up really fast. I've realized we're doing this show 5.5 years, and our kids are all getting older. So I think that's the big takeaway. If you're thinking about a Walt Disney World vacation, you need to do it now. So Michelle, what's booking look like right now? I know it's getting a little crazy. They even stopped annual passes, Doug.
Yeah, too many of us AP holders, I guess.
I guess. So
Yeah,
Michelle,
that's-
how are we booking?
It's if you want to go for Christmas of 2021, it's very doubtful. There's some hotel rooms, but there's no park passes.
Are the hotel rooms that are left like the suites and more expensive
no,
rooms,
the
or just
availability
regular
keeps
rooms?
popping up a little bit as
Okay.
people get closer
It's
to the
the
trips.
park
but
passes that you can't get.
park passes are full, and then Universal even hotels on property are basically gone. You can still get tickets.
You know
with
what?
Express Pass, but
President's Day, Martin Luther King Day. Go one of those days instead
don't
of
go
Christmas.
President's Day. The whole week of President's Day is booked.
Never mind. Don't listen to me. I'm
It's
not a
also
traveler.
That's
a
why
Run
Michelle's here.
Disney. It's also a Run Disney week.
Oh my gosh, why would they do that?
And Mardi Gras is the next week, I believe.
Ew, yeah, don't go
It's-
President's Day, or you'll.
President's Day
Yeah.
to spring break looks kind of dicey, but plan your trips in advance. Just plan out a little ways, and you're
Okay.
gonna have a better experience. You're gonna get the hotel you want. Yeah.
Sounds good. Well, there you go. Your email is in the show notes. So if you want to get a quote and start booking that amazing vacation, you can talk to Michelle right now, and she would love to work with you. But for Michelle and Doug, I'm Derek. You've been listening to Rope Drop Radio.